Hack Attack update now. And, well, sad news about our old employer, Andy, News International, which has been a paragon of virtue and journalistic ethics up until the actions of just a few thousand bad apples spoiled it all for the 2 or 3 good apples that work there. The phone hacking scandal has claimed another victim as James Murdoch has stepped down as executive chairman of News International, the UK newspaper business that owns The Sun and The Times. James Murdoch, who coincidentally is actually related by blood to Rupert Murdoch. In fact, I believe he's actually his son, although it's got absolutely nothing to do with him getting any of the jobs he's had in News International, said, "I deeply appreciate the dedication of my many talented colleagues at News International who work tirelessly to inform the public." Oh, I'm sorry, inform the public? Does James Murdoch know what the word inform means, Andy? Someone should tell him quickly, because I'm pretty sure he'll want to quickly issue a retraction. Demoralise the public? Certainly. Poison the public? Metaphorically. Mislead the public? Occasionally. Make the world a slightly worse place for the public? Always, Andy. Always. That's the News International guarantee. Do you know what? It's not as much fun doing this now that we're announced. It's not the same. It's not. It's just. It was more fun saying this before we were fired. There's not the same thrill anymore. In fact, I feel like I'm chasing the kind of adrenaline rush that we got, and I could only do that if I start insulting SoundCloud. But you know, they haven't illegally tapped anyone's phones yet. Andy, what are you up to, SoundCloud? Playing the long game. I'm watching you, SoundCloud, and thank you for your support. But I warn you, SoundCloud, News International supported us for years, and now they're in court. I fully expect you to lawyer up by 2015, SoundCloud. I'm watching you, SoundCloud. Is this on?
But maybe it was James Murdoch's own personal protest at News International ditching the Bugle. He just, I guess we'll have to let history be the judge of that. Yeah,
could
too close to it, really. And in other news, it turns out that Rebecca Brooks, the former News of the World editor, was lent a horse by the Metropolitan Police. Now, that is not a euphemism either. Nor is a horse an archaic term for a sum of money. Like pony, maybe that was it. They were giving ponies one way, horses came back the other. So, Brooks has claimed that subsequent investigations revealed it was not in fact a horse, but 2 News of the World hacks in a pantomime horse outfit. Brooks explained we'd had Dobbin working undercover inside the Met for 5 years before he was pensioned off for swearing in the vicinity of the Queen, while supposedly policing the trooping of the colour. And a police spokesman confirmed that police horses are generally released after they start audibly cussing. A spokesman said, "You can tell they're getting past it when they start stroppily sighing, giving it the whole business. When they start saying shit or it's just time to let them go." The horse had reached the end of its working life, John. Retired police horse, leading tabloid newspaper editor. That is a buddy movie waiting to be made.
God, it is. Yeah, I'm going to start writing that now, Andy.
Yeah, it's like the film Mrs. Brown, but more so, I reckon.
The Met Police Force said that there's absolutely nothing unusual in it deciding to loan a horse to Rebecca Brooks. No, of course not, Andy. Of course not. There's nothing unusual about you loaning someone a horse. Especially someone that you, as you yourself say, you have no real relationship with them. That's not unusual at all, Andy. Loaning a horse to someone. There's nothing unusual about that. You just listen to the way that sounds. I loaned that person a horse. Do you know them? Not really, not particularly well, but you know, they wanted a horse, so I loaned them one. Can I borrow a horse, please? Sure. No problem. No questions asked. Oh, thank you.
It turns out also that Rebecca Brooks' own phone was hacked twice a week by her colleagues at the News of the World.
Holy shit.
Which is amazing, isn't it? I guess it's, you know, it's a test of leadership. They always say in sports, you know, you should be prepared to do what you demand others do if you're a captain of a team. And I guess as an editor of a newspaper, you should be prepared to have done to you what you demand is done to other people. And by demand, of course, I mean know absolutely nothing about. Rupert Murdoch last weekend launched the new Sun on Sunday newspaper, filling the hole that had been left by the defunct News of the World in terms of something pretty shit to read on a Sunday if you've got nothing else to do. And Yes, he said that he did praise the Sun for always uncovering stories to inform and protect the public. He sent an email to Sun staff saying this. Inform and protect the public. I think he seems to be mixing up stories with breasts. And I don't know what he's protecting the public from, John. I imagine he's protecting them from not seeing enough breasts. And, I mean, he's a hero in that regard. He also said in the email, "We will obey the law. Illegal activities simply cannot and will not be tolerated at any of our publications. Our board of directors, our management team and I take these issues very seriously." And unfortunately, at the end of that, he omitted the word now.